right, so I'm back. And we are now in year 2023 when I made that decision. Oof, decision was really tough. The decision was tough because even before I got to this to the point where I needed to just say, Tosin, do you know what? Do this for yourself. Do this for you. Do this for your health. It took a lot of begging and counseling and talking from family and friends. Tosin, you do this, your kidney, so that or something like that. So it took a village. It took people who were interested in ensuring that I do the right thing. And I'm grateful, so grateful to them for their time, their energy, their resources in ensuring that I made the right decision. And I did at the beginning of the year. I never thought about I'll be doing surgery later in the year. And 2020 was that year where, of course, it was a roller coaster for me. So November 2023 was when I removed the cysts and fibroids. And the journey before November was also another story. Or is another story. And it's I'm shaking. I'm sorry. I'm shaking. I'm just shaking. I'm sorry. And okay, so I received a call in October from Adenike, and myself and Adenike, we've been talking since I told her about the issue in 2020. So this time around she spoke to me. Like it was different. It was different from everything I've been. Yes, we've been talking, but it was just different. There was something different in what she said. It was different. It was just something different. And it was from that call I just said to myself, do you know what? You have to just face this fear and remove it. Take this thing out. So October, when I got back, I was out of Lagos. When I got back into Lagos, I booked an appointment to see the doctor. I went for a scan a day before my appointment. So, of course, just so that it can be recent with what the doctor would be needing me, the questions or anything, and all of that. So, I did my scan, and then I went for the appointment, doctor's appointment. And when I was with him, it wasn't my first time with Dr. Oluwole. So, it was a case where I was just, letting him know and assure him that, okay, so sir, this time around, I want to really do this thing. I know I've been coming since 2020, but now we're in 2023 and I know it's not the same size. Of course, it wasn't the same size. It had grown bigger. Hence why, every other thing had grown bigger and all of that. So, at that point, I had decided in my head, just a part of me decided. You see, the other part was trying to now overshadow the part that already decided. So I was in between. Now, for the surgery, it was a case where I needed to, see my period for the next month, and that would then determine the date of the surgery. So let me just say that having to choose the doctor that I chose for the surgery was a case where, from all the periods where we've been having my consultation with Dr. Oluwole, there was this assurance, regarding taking the fibers out. There was this comfort whenever he speaks, whenever he advises me during our consultation. There was just something different with Dr. Oluwole compared to the other doctors at the other hospitals that I, met with. So that was what made me decide, to go ahead with Dr. Oluwole. Just in case you're thinking, why the hospital, why the choice of hospital or choice of doctor? So I just had to explain that part, because there was whenever I go for my consultations, there was no rush in. Oh, tete yo to ba yo lola. Oh, mashikino mashigba. No, he would, speak to me, advise me, tell me what to do. Oh, when you are ready, we are here for you. There was this comforting, responses he would give when I asked all the questions. I asked all the questions, everything, and he would respond, show me proof, show me videos, show me, pictures, and assure me. So there was this assurance, there was something different, and that was what made me decide to go with, my doctor. So when I saw the period, a month before November was okay. So when I saw the period was when I informed him, and when it was done, there was a process. There's actually a process to all of these things. You have to do a series of tests, you have to do some blood work, you have to do HSG, you have to do a whole lot of things. So that is why, I kept mentioning that you need to see a professional for this. You don't take my video, don't take my own experience as your own diagnosis, please. So when I did all I needed to do, to inform him, and then he shot. At this point, I was ready for a conference in Lagos, and I already registered for the conference, did all my bookings ahead. So I had no idea when this surgery date was going to be. There was no definite date. It was based on my circle. So it was not a case where I'll have to do this at my own time. Yeah, so because it is very sensitive, in looking at the calendar and looking at every other thing in between. So when I was then told that I have been scheduled for surgery, oh my god, sorry, I'm saying it's scary, but I was told the week where I was at the conference that I was scheduled for surgery. So in looking at the calendar, I was scheduled for surgery in 3 days. The conference I was at was for 2 days. So just a day after the conference was the day of the surgery. Guys, please give Tosin a break. In my head, I was just like, what is going on again? Like, what is going on? At that point, I could not say no to the message I saw or I received. I could not respond with I think I've changed my mind. At that point, I just knew that I was just one step to this surgery. So when I received the message, so fine, I've been on a healthy diet, so I know what to eat, I know how to take care of my body when it comes to food and all of that. But prior to the surgery date, I've been on fruits. I just avoided every other thing, I was just on fruits and healthy foods. So I went for my blood work the next day, and then when I got to the hospital, the doctor attending to me was like, "Oh, so are you ready?" And I said to him that I am not ready. Because when I received the message of I've been scheduled, I reached out to Adenike. So I asked her questions. Oh, so what do I need to do? She told me what to pack. So I did the packing. So now you see, I did the packing, but I didn't have courage. I didn't have anything. I was too scared. So when I went to the hospital, and then the doctor said to me that, "Oh, are you ready?" And I said, "Doctor, I'm ready. I've packed my things, but I've not packed my courage yet." And then he laughed about it. So I'm also the kind of person I don't like pain. So I explained everything to them. I said to them, "Hey, well, you're very cocoa. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see anything at all." So in my head, in my heart, my body, everything, I was, preparing for something, but nobody could see or could tell, from the outside. Saturday came, and I went with my younger sister to the hospital, and I was prepped for surgery that same day. So I walked into the hospital, prepped for surgery, and the cysts and the fibroids were removed. Guys, I didn't have the courage to see what was even removed. I didn't have the courage to see what was removed. When I was walked, I'm having goosebumps. when I arrived at the hospital and I was walked into my ward, myself and my sister were praying. It was fear into happiness, into it was just mixed feelings, basically. Facing my biggest fear at that time and at that point was just was terrifying. So it was a case where, after the entire consultation, prior to the surgery dates, and then I began to um, see different doctors. So I began to see different doctors who came into my ward to now prep me, like properly prep me ahead of the surgery. And it was at that point where now I just busted into tears, like, this is it. There is no turning back, because at that point I was already dressed in scrubs. So even if I wanted to like run away, people will probably see me on the street to be like, where will you? But then again, I just knew that I could not turn back. So I cried. I mean, the tears I didn't cry, and then I cried when the doctors came in to prep me. It was terrifying, really terrifying. So I'm having goosebumps again. Oh my god. So, all right, surgery time. I was walked in. So I walked into the theater room. I walked into the theater room. I saw the other surgeons. I was like, hey, God. I know I cannot turn back, but in my head, I was just singing. I was just praising God. I was just, in my fear and, courage moments. It was like facing your fears, but you want to do this. Tosin, you can do this. You can do this moment. And then I saw the surgeons. I saw what it was. They prepped me again, and surgery began. At the time where I didn't feel anything, because I did epidural. So at the time I could not. At the time I could not feel anything again. Was when it all started, and I needed to be conscious, but not conscious, like conscious. But I could not feel anything. I didn't feel any pain. I saw movement. I felt movement. Yes, but I didn't feel any pain. I think I was dramatic. The theater room. I was very dramatic. When I even told the doctor to tell me Bible stories. I told him, tell me Bible stories, and but then again, it went well. It was a successful surgery. It was 2 hours in the theater room, and then when they were done removing cysts, fibroids, even to the tiniest of the fibroids, sorry, I'm screaming. The cyst was the size of an orange. The cysts they removed was the size of an orange. That was what they described, because I told them that I don't want to see anything. I don't want to say block everything blockable. I don't want to see anything. I didn't even have the courage to see what was removed until after 2 weeks. I didn't have that courage to see anything. I was like, nah, don't disrupt my mental state. My mental health is very important. Don't disrupt it. So I didn't have the courage to see what was removed. So they kept the images for me and sent it to me. And it was when I opened it 2 weeks after. This time I was home already, recovering. And when I saw what was removed, I then busted into another round of tears. I said, Jesus. So this is what I've been carrying up and down. But then again, guys, I made a decision, and I'm sharing this story in April right now, and in this November, December, January, February, March, April, 5 months after sharing this story. But it's not even as easy as anybody would think it is, because preparing for surgery, during surgery, post-surgery, these moments are very, 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 very important. They are delicate. They are also times where you just need to make sure that you are okay. So, like I said, everything was removed from the cysts to the fibroids, and afterwards, aftercare was good. It was so good. It was, oh my god. I recommend my doctor, Dr. Lole. The name of the hospital is, I'll tell you when you share this video. When you share this video, or you even want to know more about how everything went, you can send me a mail, or you can drop your messages in the comment section, or you can send me a DM. I'll respond to you, so that it can be done properly. Like I said, see a medical advisor. Do not assume or think we have the same story. Yes, we have the same diagnosis, but not it can't be the same. So please see a medical professional for this. Oof. It was heavy releasing all of that out. So heavy. Alright guys, so I would really love to end this here so that I can get myself back, because I really shared a lot in few minutes, but whatever you're watching in this period or this time is not as much as the experience that I've gone through. But this video is to encourage any woman out there. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, please see your doctor. If you are not seeing your periods regularly, do not assume that you are free or you are okay. You are not okay. Not that you're not okay, but you really need to see a medical personnel. And to every warrior out there, to every woman out there dealing with PCOS or fibroids, I salute your courage. I want to say thank you for, taking care of yourself, because that's one thing nobody can do for you. Nobody will do it for you. It's something you have to decide for yourself. It's something you have to think about. You have to speak to a professional, about. You also have to ask God or whatever faith you believe in. Just seek. I mean, these things are moments where decisions you have to take for yourself and decide to do the right thing for yourself. This is April 27, 2024 that I shot this video. So this is 5 months after my surgery, and I still have more to share. But this is just a video I need to just put out there, and to encourage a woman out there, to encourage you watching me. If I've done this, I've gone through this entire process, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So I just want to encourage you. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to share this video, like, comment. If you have questions, please send me a mail. I'll take your questions via email, or send me a DM if you're watching this. And watch out for my next video. It's going to be mind-blowing. Watch out for my next video. It's going to be mind-blowing, because I need to share with you guys post-surgery. Yes, post-surgery is very important. So watch out for my video on post-surgery. Until next time, it's bye from me. Bye.